The next on our way we have to rotate the crankshaft, which is located there under this plastic cover. When we rotating the crankshaft, the flywheel will spin and we have to remove those 4 bolts. To do it, at the beginning I wanted to use 25-inch brake bar, then 18-inch brake bar. But then I found out that it's very easy to move. This brake bar is not even needed. I'm using this ratchet with 7/8 on it to spin the crankshaft. And while I'm spinning him, I have to find the bolt. 4 of them. For example, this is bolt number 1. And he must be exactly in the middle of this hole. So you will be able to remove him. Not here, not on top, exactly where you see the hole. And this large ratchet is very precise. It's very easy to do it using it. I was trying to use 25-inch brake bar since the bolt is very tight, but it doesn't fit because this is bigger than the way how this one built. And while I use this, I got success. The bolt is loose. When you made him loose, you can use a regular ratchet. You see, this one is smaller, not that big at the end, not that fat. So this 18-inch with 15mm socket worked perfectly for me to remove the first bolt. When you make him loose, you can use the small ratchet to do it. It's not the small ratchet, it's a medium size. It's more precise. And then, at the last moment, you can take him out using your fingers. Little by little. Just on spinning him control clockwise, and he is out. The first one is done. 3 more remaining. The first bolt is removed. When the first bolt is removed, you can start spinning the crankshaft the same way, little by little, to see the second bolt. If it's very hard to move, you can use a brake bar instead. At this stage, you need to ask somebody to help you, and somebody have to use a flashlight, and he must be looking on a flywheel. And the second person will need to rotate the crankshaft, and when the person will see the bolt, he will tell you about that. Do you see him? Yes? No? Okay. The second one. It's time to remove him. The first one was already removed. Let's remove the second one. Make sure that he positioned exactly in the middle, not to strip him. It's 15mm. Position the brake bar on him. 15mm socket. When brake bar is positioned, go from the other side and control clockwise, loosen him. Got it. Then when he is already loosened, use a ratchet to remove him. Alright, 2 of them successfully removed, none of them are not stripped. We found the third one. Proceed to the removal. Success on removing 3 of them, and we allocated number 4. Proceed to the removal. The last one was pretty tight, but I made him loose. You will be unable to make him loose just without this brake bar. Forget about it. You firstly will need to get a brake bar. All 4 of them are removed, but I don't know how many exactly of them the flywheel have. Sometimes it's 4, sometimes it's 5. That's why we will double check by spinning the crankshaft. Maybe there is one more. Yes, it was only 4 of them. We double make sure by spinning the crankshaft. The next on our way is the removal of this bolt, which is attaching the transmission. It's an engine mount. We have to make him loose and remove this bolt. When the exhaust manifold was on top, it was very hard to access it. As you can see right now, it's very simple. Just remove this bolt, control clockwise, and remove the bolt. It's a 17mm socket which is on this bolt, and I'm using the 25-inch brake bar on it with a deep socket. 17mm deep socket. Let's give it a try. How it's already loose. The mount bolt is out. Then let's try to hit the bolt with the mallet, trying to take him. Let's give it a try. No movement, maybe the mallet is too large, doesn't fit there. Let's try the smaller one. Hit him with a large mallet because I moved the tubes, the hoses, and he starts coming out. You can see him already partially out, away from the mount. But actually I got a surprise. He's stuck on power steering fluid lines. There is no way how you can get him out without been removing power steering fluid lines away. This is funny, but it's like that. It's using 17mm key if you want to disconnect those lines. 17mm, but it's not that easy. Very low space. I still didn't get it. Why instead of putting bolt with the output through the other side? It will be a lot easier to remove him. Why they made it in such a hard way that you have to remove everything in your vehicle to replace transmission? I decided not to disconnect those lines. It's a pain in the ass. I will remove the whole transmission mount out from my way. It's mounted on 2 bolts on this side and 4 bolts on the other side. But before you will do it, you first need to remove those wire harness bolts. The wire harness assembly is mounted on a 10mm, 2 10mm bolts. Just plug a socket, medium ratchet, and remove them. I used a large flat screwdriver when I removed those 2 10mm to pop wireless harness out. And right now I got access to those 3 bolts which transmission mount have on the side of the vehicle body, and 2 bolts on the transmission side. But I'm not gonna be removing all of them right now. I already loosened all the transmission bolts which are connecting transmission to the engine. Also I removed the 4 flywheel bolts which is attaching the flywheel to the torque converter, and right now I will completely remove all these mounting bolts from the bottom, because it will be kinda scary to go under the vehicle when this transmission mount is removed. It's better to have some double support, this and this.